Hello and welcome back to part 10 of our residential introduction to Revit. So now we have to do our annotations on our floor plans and elevations and sections, etc. So I'm going to start with my floor plan. So I already have standard notes which I design to. That's the standard of our practice from Sun 10400 that's been incorporated into all of our projects. You can go and create your own. Mine's just built into my template so that I know what to change where according to any project. So what we want to do is go to your project folder, just create a text note file. Mine is named Keynote text. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select all of this and add it into my text note. And now I'm just going to go save, so this all gets saved within this text note. And now I'm going to go back to my floor plan. So what we're going to do now to be able to get our keynotes in here is under annotate. You'll see that there is a keynote section. So I'm going to drop down and go to keynote settings. And as you can see, it's giving me an error because there isn't any keynotes. So I'm going to go browse and I'm just going to find my keynotes and select that text file and go OK. Okay, duplicate code. Okay, we know that. Let's just view it. Okay, wall insulation isn't correct and nail up ceiling isn't correct. I'm just going to go OK and go back to my keynotes file. Let's see what's going up on here. So nail up ceiling and nail up ceiling. Let's just change this to ceiling 01.1. Save. And let's see which was the other one. Wall insulation. Just press tab there so it moves. Oh, we don't have something to fix this back. So what you want to do is take the header of that section and at the back of your sentence, don't press spacebar, press tab and add that back in there, and then we're going to go save. And now I'm going to keynote settings, reload and view, and as you can see, wall construction is neatly grouped and everything is ready to go. So let's see if I have a keynote in here. Okay, yes I do. This should be under your standard Revit families when you installed it, but I've created a custom keynote. So I'm going to go keynote. Okay, these are the standard ones. I'm going to load in mine. So I've orientated my keynotes left and right. So if I click keynote, you'll see there is a keynote text and it's right hand side. So this one gets used on the left. I know it does get quite confusing. So I'm just going to get my arrowhead so that it's like so. And that is my wall that I've selected. So now I just select the wall. Okay, so I'm just gonna space it, or rather let's go with number like so, and also just add a leader. Okay, and I'm just gonna go tag, just to tag my doors and windows like we did in the elevations. Okay, door tag needs a leader. There we go. And I'm just gonna bring all these in so that they are aligned. Okay, so let's go Keynote CS for create similar. Okay, I can't tag that one, that's already tagged. And I'm gonna tag this one, align it, and let's see. Got that button. Okay, we don't have a rainwater downpipe, so I'm gonna leave that one as is for now. And I'm just gonna add text over here, existing chimney, and just press tab to cycle through the selections. Let's move that up, and let's do another left-hand side. Keynote over here, let's just add its leader. Up there, like that. Okay. We can go and create a keynote for these ones. So let's do that. Under wall construction, I'm just going to select this again. So this is case sensitive. I'm going to press enter and go. Let's go plaster finish. New, and remember, don't press spacebar after this. Press tab, and then let's say new plaster finish to match existing. So match existing. Let's press tab again. Okay, that new plaster. Let's go corner finish to match existing. And now we need to add a downpipe one. I'm going to add this under roof construction. So I'm going to copy roof construction. Press enter and go new rainwater pipe. Press tab and go new rainwater pipe to be, let's go 80 diameter, to be installed by specialist to match. Let's see what I have for my gutter. Okay, so this is to be in aluminium. Then aluminium downpipe to be installed by specialist. And tab again and roof construction. So let's go file, save, and let's go keynote settings, reload, view, and let's check. Wall construction, there's our plaster finish. Roof construction, there's our RWP. Okay, so now I'm going to select this one, select this plaster finish, and I'm clicking on the keynote to change it to this one. Right, wrong one. Wall construction, plaster finish. There we go. So I'm now going to just move this up so that I can create similar and select this one, put it there. So you see, if there's no keynote, Revit will automatically open up this so you can select the keynote to add. Just move that up and make that straight. Okay. And click this one. Okay. And now we just need to go and add. There we go. So we have our wall annotated. We have our plaster and our downpipe. We have our windows and doors tagged. We've noted that there's a lintel over here. Okay. So now council will need to know what new brick wall is this. So that is where I'm going to utilize this blank space over here and go to schedules, right click. It's legends, sorry. Legends, right click and you'll find keynote legend. I'm going to leave it as Keynote Legend. These are the standard ones that we'll need. There's nothing else we can add. I'm going to OK. And I'm just going to make this look nice. Just going to remove the blank row here. And I'm going to go formatting. That's fine, that's fine. Now I just need to match this again to my other schedule. Okay, shading black, ground floor, Keynote Legend, and there we have our notes. So now every time you can just tag these elements in the rest of your project. So if you go and edit this and reload it, then all of the text will be adjusted. It's a lot easier than doing text the whole time. So now on our elevation, we can go Keynote. Since we've already tagged our wall, we can just go wall. There we have our rain pipe. And let's just change this one. Let's go take our gutter. Tag our fascia. There we go. And now we can just tag this one here. Gonna take it straight down, bring it in, and that is our foundation wall. There we go. That's all existing, so I'm not tagging anything there. Well, we can select these two and move them up so that we can add a keynote schedule in here. Let me just close this. And I'm gonna go keynote schedule. So this, you can set it up filter. Let's go by sheet. Okay. So every keynote that's tagged on the sheet will then be reflected in this note over here. Okay, I'm gonna try and just move this up a little bit more. Let's take in our level lines so that they are not going into our drawing, our Keynote Legend. There we have our second page done. Let's move to our next page. I've gone and added a little ceiling layout over here with some slopes. Okay, so now I get to this. Our doors are already tagged, and I'll just rinse and repeat. Okay, we're on the right hand side keynote. We want that one. Tag our water pipe. Let's tag our foundation wall. And now we can tag our fascia. And now I'm going to tag my roofing material. Since we don't have it in yet, I can just go here, roof construction. Okay, where is the batten, gutter, fascia, roof, new roof? Yes. There we go. And now we can move on to this side. Change our keynote. Let's put it outside of our level lines. Rainwater pipe. That's a brick wall that I've selected. We want a rainwater pipe. There we go. Oh, no, you're supposed. I'm just gonna move it up. There we go. And let's just adjust you and move you back down. Now I'm going to go with my wall. That lets me view up a bit, and I'm going to select my gutter. That lets me view down a bit, and I'm gonna select my roof. Let's just press tab. There we go. I'm gonna put this over here. So now I'm gonna select my fascia over here and just bring that one. We can move this one down actually, just above the railing. Move this there and just do that. There we go. And now we need to put in our legend. Let's see if we can make a plan here. Smooth that up. And just change this. Like so. So I don't want to change the shape of this because otherwise that will then be reflected through all my sheets. So let's just make that, try and be the same as that, so that looks fine. There's our legend. And now this elevation, not a lot to do here. Okay, we need left hand side. And I'm going to put them outside of my level lines. And let's just tag our water pipe. Gonna go create similar. Let's get our plaster finish. Okay. Click. Move up. Go create similar. CS. Let's tag our gutter and get our fascia. There we go. And now we have our legend stating everything. And we can move on. Here's our section. So let's go Keynote. This I'm not going to tag because that's existing. On the right hand side, let's go and our rainwater pipe. There we go. Make the tag and this one. So we don't have a foundation one yet, so I'm just going to go foundation. There we go. And select, just shuffle through the tab, selected my floor. Go floor, select our floor. We have a ceiling over here that we've already tagged, so we don't have to do that. Let's tag our roof. Now we can just shuffle through this. Okay, got our, that one. Okay, so that's a standard keynote that Revit has built into that family. So I'm just going to select it. Roof construction, pattern. Okay, we have the brick wall. We have to get the gutter. I'm just going to move this closer. Our brick wall to make that look neat. There we go. And let's just tag this rafter and select that one. Roof construction, rafter. Okay. We have that, we have that, we have that. We can smooth this up and get that little. Okay, you need to sit there like so, and let's just adjust our level lines. There we go. There we have all of those. So let's add our keynote. Okay, so this, I think we might need to take out this perspective. Let's put that there. see if we can put this over here. Play some Tetris. Okay, you can move up. Put you there. Okay, so this node is already on our ceiling schedule. Okay. I'm just gonna change this. Let's change the, check if we can delete those lines. Okay. Oh, that looks better. Let me just adjust this text net. Okay, but now we're feeling empty over here. See if we have a different area where we can place that. Okay, we are full over here. Let's move that up a bit. Feels claustrophobic there. Good ground floor story. Okay, we can't fit it in here. Site plan. We might be able to fit it in here. Let's go and see. Copy. Okay. Okay, not like that. I need to get you on custom. So custom, let's go with 75. And I'm going to make this map. Okay, so that is a family that I've created, which I forgot about. Okay, so you're not intersecting anything. I'm gonna leave you there. And let's just adjust this text node. Let's just put it here next to our roof. Okay. And now here we can remove this, and I'm just gonna try and see if we can maybe align these texts with keynotes. Okay, you can move down. Let's put you there and change you back to 110. Right there. There we go. Okay, this looks somewhat better. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just try and make that a bit bigger so that there's not just a lonely S standing here in the corner. Let's just double check. Okay, that one's still good. That one's still good. Ground floor story. I need to just select my floor here. Go finish floor level. And see if we can select our floor. Let's go check our view range. Bottom, below. View depth plane is set above the bottom clip plane. Okay, bottom is that view depth. Okay, I just need my floor. I'm going to go to section, edit type, screed, and I'm going to give you a surface pattern. I'm making it just a light, not a full sec green like this, but just to illustrate. There we go. This one, let's see if there's a room number. Okay, there's no floor finish, so I'm going to smooth this up and go text, and let's just put in screed, and I'm going to duplicate this just to remove the border so that this can just look nice with that. Okay, so let's now, we have that, and I'm going to go annotate spot elevation just to indicate our height. I'm going to take the leader out so that we know that that and this one. So I'm also going to remove the leader there. So you know that that is to be considered as level 0, and this is to be minus 360 below that. Okay. We have that. Okay, I forgot I need this one. I do not want to get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Now I just need to select my sheets. Checked. Okay, that's fine. And change this also. There we go. And now I'm gonna go select this escape, and that I need to go change. So I want SR1 to be off. It's a GR1 zoning. It's council submission. And there, that has updated. Okay, seems fine. Okay, now that we've done this, we can go view, revision, add, just enter today's date, for whichever date you are watching the video on, and we can go issue 2. I'm just going to issue this to, let's go, and okay. So now I'm going to select all of my sheets and go edit and just select this one as well, so that I know that stage now has been completed. But now I have to go into my title block and just adjust these notes. So external wall, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, title 85mm concrete surface bed with corrugated sheeting. Okay, so I am going to change this with our note over here. Let's go with the change used to be. And let's just add to be fixed to new 06. Fine, let's change back into Berlin. It's based on L table 9. So there's no concrete roof tiles. Roofing structure plans are supply. Okay, and that is also fine. So that is number 2, and this is number 3. 700 by 320, and we have 750 by 250. There we go. Always remember to get this checked by an engineer as well when you're doing your plans. So let me just adjust this little section so everything looks neat. Okay, we've got our zoning information. Got that, so I'm just going to load this into my project. And save. And let me just check my other sheets so that that little edit not go into something else. And I'm just going, okay, I don't want to check site plan. Okay, I need to tag that line. There we go, we've got that. We've got our north symbol. Just make our earth number bigger. So that it's nice and visible. Putting that in. So I'm going to override this roof. Override graphics here because this needs to be solid full, light red. Site plan changes need to be indicated in red. And let's just change this text to proposed new addition. There we go. Okay, we've got that, we've got that. Okay, and now we can just go and select our PDF and select view sheets. So I'm gonna go select my pen. You can set up a standard set for yourself. You just go and go create, give it a name, and select the sheets you want in that pack. And now I'm just going to export it. Okay, we're waiting on Revit. Okay, there we go. And that is our sheets. Looking quite well. Thank you for watching. If there's anything else that you would like me to show you inside of Revit, please drop it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Enjoy your day.